Can I say around US dollar and I'm 13.7 and also almost 14. And sika sam na nya bete sa nya bete emfa ma adwadufo sa ye de beso ya da na ye ho akwaba Bank of Ghana for if you get some dem ya no pay ebi no ye kwa ba ye baba yi side standing by with sports aso for nka
Anopay yemoate na yemo akwaba de do so no breakfast sports Oyerepa breakfast time so anyway na agudie mu nsem chefan wom na ye down enne anopay e bedi nkomo ewo Ghana Premier League no match day 30 say na fixtures no isi etie ye betwe match day 29 starter efimo eba na fe Heart of Folk ene Doma Diana Stars game no ye bedi nkomo ene anopay UD Ameria enra Elusutu SC Barcelona 2-0 Femi Lopez and the ball goes no this and many more and yete emau and the anopay sports lawyer ni now yanhwe Ghana Premier League match day 30 na ene esase ewo Dr. Kwame Sports Complex Nations FC and Accra Lions and ebonomiensa ochina ewo Brekum Golden City Park Brekum Chelsea and Asante Kotoko ebebo na ochana Lagos Cities and Great Olympics abo ewo Dew the Theatre of Dreams Sunday matches me say and etie Accra so folk Doma Diana Stars Accra Sports Stadium nomiensa and afi nsuachemai any Gold Stars ebebo ewo Professor Nana Amwa Kramansa Park Afebeten United and Karela at the Ebweni ewo Nana Fusuji Amwa Park no mensa Kwesi Mediama and Red Tamale United ebebo ewo Akon Park FC Samates ebetima fie ewo Mr. Insenche Sports Arena and the Fortress na amane bofakwata no esuo a eyiri pebre e de abani no mensa Dreams FC ebebo Heart of Lions Sunday ewo the Theatre of Dreams Dew now yanko match day 29 starter efimo ebaye na general start of match day 29 say ena etie home games no na eye 258 after match day 29 can league ni abo match say abo no eye 258 home wins eye 147 away wins eye 42 draw apiemu eye 69 goals eye 515 home goals no eye 341 away goals eye 174 first half goals yabo game new year e fedi kan no goals apiemu after match day 29 kan league ni abo ma eye 238 second half goals eye 277 own goals eye 9 penalties apie league no eye 54 penalties ayase eye 42 and a penalties are amaseno eye 12 yellow cards are apie league num eye 911 and a red cards eye 39 enti ahonsem eno no Accra so folk ebebo Doma Diana Stars na say and a gate fees no etie Popular stand air 20 Ghana cedis. Center line air 20 Ghana cedis. Lower VIP air 50 Ghana cedis. Upper VIP air 70 Ghana cedis. And a VVIP air 100 Ghana cedis. On 19th day of May 2024 Sunday Akua Asieduaa Sports Stadium. No me answer. No answer to say gate fee no and a yede amount and they ano pay yen fee na fe yanko La Liga num. Enra UD Ameria excellent fee Emma Barca eshom ekamiensa UD Ameria anti Femi Lopez and about 2 goals Emma Barca yeshe highlights number playoff semi-final no na say and a championship playoff semi-final no esi etie utumi say Leeds United ebonomodi papa Norwich City etifie ema Leeds ebono ekanan womo entibi antinti yamfam to dwa say Leeds omo ebesia ida West Bromwich Albion and as Southampton and after Southampton and West Bromwich Albion so ebebo we the championship playoff and you don't sem ato anim ene anopay yebe so na ye the sports ni na etimi esiya kono ene ya adwumawura one na yere Mr Emmanuel Ajimane na yere mamemi am birthday ye momon kwatenten ahoden wom nti ede ni nyina si na ye dan ho aba ye ba na dia kanyina etimi ato aso
Oyerepa TV. makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa TV. The station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa
David, anytime you file your tax in Australia, anytime you file your tax in Asia, remember that your money can end in the pockets of some corrupt leader, or your money can be that money that is used to buy guns and ammunition to kill women and children in Africa, because your government gives it to Africa as aid. So put pressure on your government to do more to stop oppression.
Plenty, like the whole thing they look like.
Ebusiafo yaba na ila selva baba or the sports na kama ediaba oti plasm radio na chese emra so say the news personal ebebro and no dey for the already or ye or trema majoa to ye or radio chese antino me na ekua na chese ebebo ye news personal ebe kan wasem kama na before that na me catch you say kise jaben and a special prosecutor sent me quite interesting. Now, okay, you see, let me make this point. Obi sending message on chat say Martinamidu, and I made a point here. Martinamidu, meaning what you think, but for me, Martinamidu, since I appointed Kise Jabe, or no as a person, me just was supporting. And for me, what I see, of course, Kise Jabe may have his own issues, but we share energy and vibrancy on the other office now. Martinamidu won't be a facade number. And another me fee say it is only exactly that's all. I think that for me, I think that's all. For me, I think that is all the case. It's a matter of say me failure. Nanya wabano, wonono ya de acheme. It's an PC in. That's how I see it. It's in a matter of Martinamidu. We a penny senior citizen. You have to relax it, but the Chief Justice, according to your law, no, also what she says, some of the abano, and when just swore, then they investigate. It's she has 14 days to do that. We are hoping to say within the 14 days, any information from the petitioner that was any resign.
Corruption na yenhu ni se buafa yeso ne ko na ye obi anya willing so beboa in ye small way kakra no ye nyina ye nya adwe tie ye nsam keka asa ye nya willing se ye beboa ye ono aye na dwen a watu ne ho asi wo no na system na ekutia no into resign on kodi
no say the matter say see abampen for be car catches on resigning also one year back. Let's see how it goes. It's on the pay. Let's start with the Chronicle this morning. It says that suspected JB Dankwa killer opens defense. Okay, again the big story on the front page of the Chronicle is media is a vital pillar of our democracy. Obi Okasa Semwe our very own chief of staff, Madam Frema Osei Opare. Now we share Asieduaa, another group of cocaine smuggling syndicates busted, and then former second lady, Madam Matilda Emisa-Arthur. If I say Matilda Emisa-Arthur's attacker refused bail, what can I say? Story be bad and say say we go around the bedroom. Or go around the bedroom. Did you see? She didn't pump dying. Sa branch na chain no. Court refusing the bail. Is it anything you want to put across?
Democracy need to see you just to say one human here. And you can't say democracy is expensive. When you think something nkwa, and no man be brave kumubi. And the democracy is expensive. Maybe an so ya just to your home so say yeah, fourth state of the realm. Though no constitution in the state. If you are almost a constitution, any constitution, ya just to. So no maybe a convention. Any so enti yagia to mu se media no na atwe nipa dwene si no ma bi so ma yehu no ma de ekro no ene se ye wo dwumaso no bi di ewo ye democracy se be preserve no na ye begugu sunsu amananyine enti eno ano no ye se democracy wo se anya try bibi foforo he bibi foforo no de anya wo bibi foforo no de kekan ka ho na nyinti ya to mo na no na ni be ya so ne Madam Elizabeth Ohene
Elizabeth Ohene yeah ace broadcaster pa so is on a trauma Mr. President yeah she writes for the president yeah president the speeches no oka be speech writers no oka be
nti no
okay
na Mrs. Misafa e de ne nso no say you refuse so nipa ni bill e bia na nhwehwe mu a prosecution ye no na wonya nya nwie eno ye ntimi nya wo say kogi bill na wo kra no wan ko fa hwe kra ni dem wo ko pa de sa abre no ho wa wo de fa ne say wan fa hwe wan nya hwe wo ko ye dan na do obi ada wo ni dem no wo fa he wo hwiri wo na obi e gate
me person who charge sheet na me hwe how
ma mi e sure so no wa wo ni fia wo tim
oh yeah
say abro san ya wo fa he na aforo soro ho e ko pie bedroom wo ye de wo punani ana wo ye den me did say court no won sem bebre bisa nyame na metra ha che court adwo nti ya refuse ni bail PM panya no ote adwo mu enim de nti a we refuse ni bail nti ye de ani be koso
no sabe pepe so my last point on this is that media no in fact this election ejina issue this election no media for will play a very vital role in this election. Your democracy no say mbe shekina na yeso ye kan bi already no sibia no me ekokko no bi ntwaye nti be shese about media colleagues say omo kasa the needless allegation disinformation become misinformation again
misinformation is disinformation
yeah but bazaka mchembo nyanya ni kra
and some
kontompo
boni sire musa no kan bi
busire me ka me pa cho that is not our work we yes wo mwa democracy wo mwa democracy no it's no misinformation disinformation ya besre se media for no ya betiso wo nye sure me betra me na betna aja ye nim no ye nka ho asem e ba ye kasa we die ye nim ho asem ti ye nka bi obu ha wo nim hwe so obetra se abontirim aka no
because of platform
mesre yes na you are putting the democracy in a very dangerous place. Ghana na ewo say ekoyi say nkoyi our country Ghana the reason I am to Kwana is because Ghana you say etna not because of anything nti you best say media for no you mbom modern na bibia nkoyi afi you to aso call the next paper so the next paper would be the Ghanaian Times at Africa Media Convention. They want from say prioritize advocacy on climate change to support efforts in mitigating impact. A chief of staff, BOG transacts cross-border trade with e-cash, that is electronic cash. Again, we are told that the finance minister, EBID, signed $200 million SME deal in Lome. And you know, $200 million in the room. Yasana Lome. And reconsider granting of license for mining in Draw River Forest. Draw
River Forest Reserve.
They may Draw River Forest Reserve. I see. In the Draw River Forest, reserve, Okay, I'm see consider granting of a license. What's that area? Okay. I mean, climate change because me sure climate change kakra. So I really understand climate change be a tier. About climate, Senator King, you sure I Tony area. And for those of you who don't know, a lot of people don't understand the climate change. I say you're on the bar and we are your geography or SHS. Say you're on the bar per nature. Shares as I said, I was say a sun come back into the air. Space, neco condense, and then issue never. Now, in tutu no, I hit in the bar, in tutu, the says I come back to the space. That's how nature is. However, you were a no maybe a war a renewal. He's now say a preventive from staying. So I hit now say a come back to the space, and call not action. I'm not as a senator. It's a woman sakaya I was say hit no kokoyena and sakra kama na stopping nyina na hit no so dey exactly so that is what the climate change is it's a man say hit say no say a bopo so a expanse it you know and say insu no e yiri be fie that is one of the reasons again insu no entimi ntoyi anase eto so a the speed pa na eto and all Asian countries now all the icing area na melt into the sea am seeing now so air coastal so that is the same what climate changes in zenche heat by timi kum nipa so mun nima cerebrospinal meningitis so is ayare no heat ba pa eno na eba etina ehu behia say aban no in fact their policies say or say yehwe na ye mitigate nti sa enwu se bibi na ye no o me say njai ye twetwa ndu egu forest na ye twetwa egu no o say ni na ye jai but I'm happy say aban no they planting trees in the aba 5 million a year say afibia no yam plant kwa be 5 million no say e betimi plant nti sa no money na be boa am climate change no so active so that is just by way of information yes education for us exactly is it clear the you now
finance minister dey no EBID sign 200 million SME deal in Lome that is a new market one small and medium enterprises
exactly
and dey be boa mo hia pa loan no mo hia e ba enye study yakosan ni hu deal ne pepe Ghana had a misapplication, misappropriation, no. Yana a high. Sikane beban so beheno. Na baby I see a decono. Na adane nkwanta. Menkaso bi kodi. Nemum se paper any ese mfanta behene de akotonsu. Eno no sa no na ameye na adwuma esese target ni ye small and medium enterprises. Ya fama wo no mfam boost wo adwuma no. Esan say dollar yi ni ye a ye kukura ehwe ase na esore na ekobe. Affecting crofo businesses. Ya ma wasam kana ko di wo. Ghana so no largely adwuma ye ne dodo wo man mu eye tonaton business and ye
buy sell
ne tonaton se ekoba ne se ho no so kwa ne ho no so efe nipa dodo o shop ba ku bia wa family ante be nan enum a omo boa no ne nuoma no no so ti aban pressure so se enketu mu na nkoyiye na trickle down ba for a ebe kwa kofa insecurity kura de aba obi sorry anopa no need obedi na kom de na ni abre
ko so bokro no
na ni abre obeyi obi basaba so betu obi boto na mum wo adwuma kakra bi a wo ya eno no ya na oboto wo yam kakra enye kura no a enye kura asa nti ya mpanyimfo mo mani nkoso na munye bibi mfamfam
and so that is the Ghanaian Times today now pray you call the next paper new crusading guide say move to ask special prosecutor underway. Chief Justice writes to Kwesi Ejabin to respond to allegations to determine prima facie case. And Americano prima facie say or say allegations that they are ban. When you so I was say you investigate and I say and he say investigate. So that is the information for you this morning. Again, government pledges support for SMEs and a kind. Then a show there Richard Nyama fulfills campaign promise to provide water for 9 communities. You know, page 10 of the new crusading guide. I'm sure Richard Nyama.
Constituency we
will be
Central region.
I think he's from Volta region. Then my very own Jean Mensah say why Sal couldn't vote in 2020 parliamentary election. Electoral Commission clarifies. A photograph of the chairperson of the commission, Jean Mensah. And the chief of staff pushes for more media support at AMC. Okay, 024 at 25. Napo, that is the energy minister, extols preservation of vintage Rolls Royce.
Wow.
Hello, yeah. We should maintenance. Yeah, it's just maintenance. We shouldn't inquire the only problem.
Service, oh, you're tight, say, exactly. Wow.
MPA devises ways to stabilize price of gas. I can be done massive. So gas need to make for man can be done massive because gas boy ding. In Jamaica, and go for fears of what can now electoral commission the able for since 2020 yabo commission so bo say a nkofobia more sal on district in the Guan district Oman Twaba in 2020, which is true. In fact, almost to presidential abanibi. But we know can say omuni MP because there was a whole controversy about what I say the ombeko jase kan ana ombeko buem
I say your tea region fufuro tini
I want that confusion exactly no mo say
constituency so water
in fact no mo say omompe say ombeko oti
hono
no mbe so mo ko
have water ho
but you see if you listen to experts they will tell you that something called gerrymandering omutwa ho ni free ho just to make sure say Peter Mawu will win the election because omo wo ho na Peter Mawu on win this election wo ho ijomutwa ho ni free ho say na be ya ye be yi omo sa party ni free ho na Peter Mawu enya chance etimi wini e wo ho constituency which he did in Gofon they were protesting say if you look at their historical background they are not part of Oti they are I assume you are even doing the Oti region they should be in the voter region part of Ohoi and the T on the video then it came to the electoral commission say afe you know MPs and they are not supposed to have 2 districts but a district can have 2 constituencies Abrantewe Kofi Adams
yes
the one you buem odene sagwan for na eboshe ejina nkofo say adentine ya mo kwan omoman to aba e wo buem constituency but according to the electoral commission omo to aba wo buem it is wrong omutimi ngesa exactly it's no so what there if no man to it don't need MP because on the 9th of November 1 month to an election that was when aban no edc call parliament say yen critic one constituency you create one constituency now. And there's a CI and I will say mature in 21 days. On the 9th of November, on the 9th of November, I had a parliament, I call recess. So there was no way the CI could mature within the 21 days. It's obviously no. No, so free. But I want to say a deliberate attempt by a bino to prevent them say on the 2 parliamentary seats. Easy they make a pay. Nobody can blame the electoral commission, but the facts available to me. Obient me blame me say easy, and I'm a crime. I'm a year one for no and tuaba. It's a 276. Exactly.
I see.
276 2020. Exactly. It is say someone said the Bobia a bino that 10 January and the local government minister and as a ministry. And I say so that is the information I'm giving you this morning.
Central Kofi Akafu
Lolobi exactly. It's almost form the Guan district. It's Central Kofi Akafu Lolobi and then Lipe. Then yes, you kind of short I know. Then that is the information for you this morning. Yeah, where can I put it?
I put the no.
Over fixing the general fiction or is totally stores the stores
Abakwa some was a can. And I know 2 EPA. Not him cry. Adekasi. My fancy a J and Yasam Kato history which you know. I'm saying 1935 brutal and I can't buy. Now could be a Premper College. And on a sabre, 2 for an order, so Sergeant my Premper. A Tinamudi could be a Premper College. Inti a wooding can wooding maintenance culture as some and a union I am a bribia a tie come at my home. So what dear? Now has we when you become
Sabre Pepe.
Now a band where JJ Muna say what to actually a Chinako tobac, they be no idea about and I would know. You're moving Tadi, you have been fancy and film that's a show. That's a share. Must near Pruma, come baby. And tis all shot dear Suya. I was a Timmy Freeman, I wanted to see gun in your ass. Yeah, dear, you're Suyi. Any maintenance culture could you cry, and who had dear Suya and one cassa. Right. A save you Sikakura. The object found the betusi, who this for Beto Bibino. A save you mark to me the right. Yeah. There was a for another pretty initial person, Hannah, ye the best see. Ebedamunina see. Some Jebria when you ama call a initial person. If is standby, is on standby, just say, why you ready? Or they a guarantee say no. Bremo. There was a for. Yep. Oti region one quanta. Okay. Quanta. Very good. It is quanta for. Monche another pay Mamu on Quanta, Mamu Kumasi Babiano. Guarantee saying is up next. Yeah. Good morning, be Mama Kwaba. Nene Yedi Oti region. Na Yakon Quanta South Municipality Mukrobia de Ajakoji. na amania yensem trainee Abdulrazak Samali edi afiri nkwanta South Ajakoji edi abreye ne kire se adwuma omo ye ne wo kese pa no eye fo mudwuma yi a nanso asetene mo ayeden edi amomanfo no ababi ayeto no omutubi ubehwe akane na otimantam no ebofra omantam mo kane water region ena yegina CI ne oman ne mra ne nhyehyeye so ma local government ministry no ete oti region no efiri ho ekame akoye se region ni ko gina ne baabi nko no enoma bebre akoye ohaw ede amomanfo na wo ka ho asem da bibiti sa kwan bibiti se nsupa bibiti se neoma ema dada setene yi edi mpuntu ba omanfo asetene mu nyina no ni nyina no yakwa ewo kwan bebre eso na sese kwa de asate abesimu ne se ensuo ne sane fom ya ye nyina ye rainy season emu na wo health center ewo ho no mo no enoma enko yie ma ensuo to yiri baabi dan ne so apopa ne enoma hodo bebre a omafo ne so wo ho a kokromoti kru ya na wo de ematumi nenso aban mo mpanifo be krokro wo mo na wo mo agi wo nkotumi ne firi won sa okodura no wabu nu edi egu asom wo mpa wo mo enhwe ye kwa homa so Abdulrazak Samali akokyere nsam ne bebre di aba yankohwe ye wi a ye ne Razak na bedi nkomo
nyama bebre hayewa eni school sam mo ye yankwara daachi yankwara nsom ye yeso eboa ya na ya kwaba abahwe school ne dia dos chen nkrofo na omo ba ye ade no enye yenya kura ba se nipa ba ye fo yenya omo ba no mo ba Canada de some kwa be no ma ba ye school omo ko mo dia omo ma ba dia ebi omo nche omo ba pe omo kwa baba ai omo eso omo ko no mo ba so omo kire no so omo kwa ba iya say adaje bebi mo ba dia esenka e wedwuma bia ye ya yentumi ye na afi se ye tuwe na se bibi ha na ebe no se bia yentu kwan ko bebi a eni machine a ye besan akon sei en be tumi aboa sani manu na fi kron so ayati we mfense ndemre okura ya ba koso ba ka salati ni wono endorse ye solo crampa boy ya kaga na fon sesesi ande sesi ya se ye voto ya de yi daka baba be se ya yen voto ngum na se ye voto gum na e chesa we ga nani na sa wo voto sani manu nyina na se bi amba na ga na man woti musen nti sani manu nyina koso high pa large any mfanse abomoto any mfanse school asam high pa say baby etino sama bana say money abaka na yeso ye kon adom say any mbakasa mama bibi impie ne yonse mbom we modie omo ba yanje omwindi na wa ba ye bibi etuma ahye yesu die ni me say school asam no so ofom nkwa na
ikwa mila mi odwoma e akpene ma obi ekwa mi varo mi amiegbo mi dibi akpe mi oduko kata mi tosile mi ndi abe ma ofa mododo va mi domaine kaka ndaka ele mi esi alo ndaka ele tetele mi o ajakoji duo jinyebe gbesi agbe amododo wa to tefo vuvu ava ni anwale mi tosinya mi odo dada mi machinya nous m'a pété pour les miens au mal ou va combien de motos tout conduit pour là avoir pété à bien les miens mi va faire tâche ou plus nous ka mac faut nous connaître bien pour nous la main ne ma quoi mi on va voir le juma ga ngoi dola que me va vraiment ne mi lan kula ko di fiare ne mi demi voile mi pour mi pouvoir ne mi akaja ko di ne mi akola be nous ka tout ne government nous si le duo me ne mi on afie mi va faire mi atanpo pedo jumle te bo government nu ye le duo menke nati na nekemelu ta kemi va fia edo jijonemi nu gbanto nyebe enyenye pieti ntamanie les quanti pieti ntamanie ta mi akpogo be ma mi kwa be ma agbagbaje nye to nyeme de school ko ga kema jibe mi eduo mala school de na no duo menemi ga ka awo mi wo fete dokpe ta mi de kuku nemi mi cho school va duo menemi ga ko yijia nuka tout le kabiti o ke light va kabiti nemi o di bene light na va mi gbogi e kaka o te milimeta light e shi kabiti gbebe ma va mi gbogi o o mmanya nuka tutu to nyemi aja ko di duo eni e pe siapo no mi le voti won pe siapo no mi le voti won Gake mio kole do wana government wala dudu mio minya faso ala kala ju ta mi de kukune mi enubli bo fete ele tatele mi eji ka mio mi le bebe mi aja ko ju do de mio mi hanhama na makpele Ghana to ntika fi mi le voti wona jiruru owa MPO assemblyman nuka government yo ni ofete le ji ngaka mi makpona neko ta mi de kukuna MPP to NDC to no pele mi nti mi amoyo mi va mi gbon ha on be mi ha na mi desko fe ka fi leta shila zonji le nu opo ka fi le mi de na mi desko la mi ata no ki o mo ta mi de kuku na mi amoyo mi bie mi ha mi va mi gbo mi ha mi ko yijuro no ade na va na mi ha na mi ayo mi ha mi onko di akokwa dagbe ta mi de kuku na mi kwa panye pe nye ye bo awo kone wo hu wana sidami ko ka jenyenwo se pija ka ye ka no ko ba ma mi ba ka wa nye che won wa je ku nganye onye ko de ke je wa bunye se bumio wa nye buse ne nyengere wo de nye chiwe ni ha wo le ne ha na ke nye che wo wa school munyu ka wa mashi munyu ka wa yin munye wa yu baba una po se de minutu mi ke be ade ne amatuke bu oyibo wo nyu mo hu se nye wa panye penye yibo wo ne ji munyu pitiko ne ami ye de madike hanye yetumi ene nyepeno kenye nyemi never me
babuna yewa hanu nsonu sana yeko anopasa yehwimu saane aba be ye bebresu ye ntabo ne hare te se mboa bia ne ho eni enfiri bia mba nti ye ho no nsonu admane ye hade wo hwa ndo ko hade wo dawe ye ba mboa nti ntimindo ba from that ye ba ye ko ji ane wo park su kakara ma ya tenti ne yekuni asa ba no ane ya juma eyewa watching the bibri ebino ba maka say okay maka mo ha ide ye kwa mo sa ye be sa hono mo ba mbe daga sa nya to aba no wie say kim o ma to ayira I'm not on power if I na o mo ba ye ni power ntinu mo di ye ba power na mo hu de so ye betinya nti ye sere mu o mo ba so mo nya to aba no nde wie say kim ne nya kan aba no wie asan sa hono mo biom you say 4 years you said ya relation bremu after am start ba and ya omo be share boba omo ntimi ndi so bebere askatan grofo bebere especially ko down hasia so na askatan grofo bebere ba omo ba ha omo be bisai won ase omo be hu san so afa grofo ba omo anya boy mesin de omo nya ba ho be do ha cash return empi no wa ba ma fa mbo bia mba omo anya be hu no san so na anya destroy grofo no omo se omo ko aba omo anya ko omo samba bo omo book na mo kitano o di ko ko kra won si ebi awuka wa na ama list me yo you know ma tro dia pompo sina ni o mi la jakoji daka ni duo me giela I want me be kana light varo kabitila e ci va to podo me e ka light me varo mi e bo daka ni vala mane be fi family land dita mi hin solar plant wana mi first second la mi yene school e be school of dene mi school problem la he mi parle gi MP va bien bon MP Joffrey Kini va bien bon le gars va promise ni le gars va promise ni va pas quoi le gars abe yi ale ke kenyo ya va misa na ndeka chobo misa na ndeka haleko MPP to hava Sherifa Madam Sherifa va ya be yi ni ya va fi misa na ndeka gomo vie mi le vi fly fi mi vi o kata mala fama teachers of your jole school eta ye problem ka tanyi be nyola nenye be wo mala vanami teachers wa fi no me fi o kwa no vote nenya po teachers wa fi no me fi o ko no vote no school no vote
abanya emile kokova me gbomile wo virale kamala godi chomo eta manya abanya to kama dodo eta midibe mile virale ka kwala mi ogi emile bavamo na mi na nkuraja ko jidue mala ngogbe yu na kamala mi odue mo veveta nya mi onyanu mi chi magachi ma pakpala nwala kamala mi la wo ne mi o enu ye hie mi le to mi egbanye be mi adoga ne mi alo mi hie ga mi atasi na mi akọ awo mi ngogbe do mi akọ mi evioji school nya la ko mi evio wo ti apoma mi po chiche so na afio nu mi evio agbala la ko chicha ha mi la nambe de ka na va mi odie me na mi akọ ngogbe ya la ko mi nya nu eta mi be na nkekedoja lo vote wa we do mi akpele yo nti o eta na ozube nu ma de ka ma yijira po e mola ka mi ga top be ogbaja ko ji o
yewa ha no yewa school but government na je school no inti school no yeri na yeso ye pe anipa oba abeje school no na yeso ye ho ato ye kakra na yeso ye ba no mu no omuko enim kakra wa dosia mu ono na ha didindi awo ye super ye dwi ho ye wa ha nde kura ya kwa sori nde no akwaji hu sa ade akosi bebi nti munya bae no ono na dika mbedi ka kase yesu asem ha ye pa ye kasa ya sie no bibia ye kasa na edi ahodi edi awram nanso ayese government and school no ntino ye kasa na epe chichafo etu omuka sisi chichafo no musu se ska etu omuno ska no enkoso ana endorse mo omu nti omunye nyina adwane afei school no ho amae Ghana ye wo animbia bia bibia ye ha no ba ko no se ye da som dodo na yeso ye hia plant no bi because first na omudi electric beba ha no omo afamba Africa bitisi so agikwan no nti ye pe no bi solar no bi kase no bi na yeso ye fangi ye nim kakra na ha no na yeso ye nam ha mu kakra
Abusuafo we ene ensembia efiri ajakoji ye won kwanta South Municipality mu ewo Timantam mu aba wo sensem no ha adwen ye kwagoma so ne Abdulrazak Samali a kofa nsem nyina aba ye no edi nkomo Razak salamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
anope ajakoji tisa anope
yo obaja do bia boko
bientie we nkomo no edodo no ano na ewo aigbe kasa ne munti sanim kakrama ye nanso ye nyina ye hu se ye mpuntuo ene ahokere ho asem ana na omo eka bobobi so na afi ye mfa nkomo no nto so
yo mami se de odekaka ajakoje ewo eyan kwanta South Municipality ase na obepemu ewo eyan kwanta South a bebi onwonwo no omo wo eye island so na before obedru honum no eyansuo so na obefa saa before wakodro sakoyi a yeka ho atemi na okodro honum a de efese mpuntuo de abo mo ye pa because otimi hwe eye mofra na omo wo honum na ebe no eye school ya omo nya eye akwanya enko school because school ebi eni ho school ni ho kra sanso na eye ade efese nsuo a eho atisi ombenum sei no nsuo timbia eni honum na se nsuo a eho tibia no eni honum a mekako wona owo promo honum ombenya nsuo pa no na sanso na eye kania yenim say daily activities bia ebeye bia no say kania enka daily activities but ohonum no esum eno omo edem because ohonum solar bia eni wo sanso na electricity bia so eni honum na okopie honum sa amanfo na owo honum omo kire say omo abo ho mbodi atimi aye afi adan yi bi say de be ya nka government be hu say de efe ana say government be hu say de etie na watimi abeji school na onka omuti honum say nka entimi mbua mofra na omo honum say de be ya omo so daily activities and say omo future leaders na omo go honum so watimi anya education papa di honum but omo ya ta hwe empimu emba obi a obeba honum bia be cho say okwaba sanso na ta na omo da so etim because MC na owo ha say ya on the omo hu no hoda sanso na MP na owo honum on the oba na edru abaso na obetre omo na okope atan omba ho bi onjisa abaso mre na ombesa hu no ho bi anso ebo hye na omo hye ho honwina omo hu bibia emfa ho mpunjo duma bia enkoso sanso na school mo franso omo wo honum omo nya education bia eduma na ewo sakro ya yeka ho asemi nsuo hu no omo paraduma omo be ko nsuo so aba omo de timi enya good meal bia endi ewo kromo ho no because eduma bia ni wa apapa so wo be ko nsuo so no eduma bia eni ho bio
I see
omo tinti nka ometimi ama mo friends akono omo de bebia adru no omo ho ndi nsimi bio because atiche for na omo kire mo friend na di no de bia omo demand so omo nti omo nti omo aye sa nka se de be ya aben so be me nani akọ school no be omo ya aben emo omo
I see ohwe ajakoji wa enipa wo ewo ho no omdodo be sen population no mofra ne mpanyin nyina ohwe adodo no ombedu be sen
Mega say omudoso ye fa because
e krokese o
e krokese sa island no so me fa say omate nkro no mienu island ba ko no so enti utumi wo say ohonom nyina no kubie eni ho that's this communities in school bia
enti mo fradu school so aye omodan ye de omu twenso no eba na chi eni abepe kro bia mo matena so akọ school ana say wotewa wo nko school kra
wotewa wo nko school kra because we check enti no so
wow
and this omo migrate o parents migrate to honuma and e betimi ade abo fe no but omo so kire say ombeja omo nkwala e wo bi ho de akwa eti say ade a omo hu ntete ya nipa ne ede
ma fra no
at the end of the day no omo de ntimi hu because omo try ebi mu akwa abanyense na omo de abasie ebi mu so ho mema no mrento anu so ntampia na abofra no bebasie a offer
I see
ade ha di pa e wo hono
I see nti yesa ya wo to ha wuntwa nsuo ni manachi ekuro ni so na abetena na ade anyini ene school anyway de na teacher sam kra de ye nka apomdi ni asam etisen
me ede afese apomdi de ebe ani wo kra because community health center dia eni hono ma meka say health center we wo ho abetimi ade abo amofra na ana say ona wo kro mu hono ni so mo atwa nsuo apo the nearby town wo hono apart from no there is no way
I see. Yeah, we but me person me bisa say omo awo ni ntimi ntwa nsuo ma na chi ene de mofra ba school wo yare a akwaya homete politicians ni ntimi ntwa nsuo ni koye campaign ho
you omo ntimi ntwa nsuo koye campaign ho no because o check edru elections say ballot boxes no omo de ko omo to aba ena mo fa ena kromufo no ebu afri ye pa say this year election year ankasa no omo nya bri ye pa because o ye mistake ebe ho no na omo ehunwa ombe how because ade efrem puntu na omo de nya bi na ope mu abadia and dey ade hard
ti obeda sorry no pana speedboat na ferry na de mu twenso no asai a sebese na wotwe obi mfiri enso na chi ma konkoso obi nso mfiri hanko
you sabe pe na tie because then anka menkasa me ko honum no na ye engine boat no asai kwan so nti omo fe pitani efe different town na obese engine boat ne emaye nti sa anase ne bi sa esia iso mo atwen anase e friends fuel na omo de ko nsuo so no premise fuel no etu da bia etimi short nti sa ne man nyina eso te so mo ntimi nkomba
I see abusia for Razak edu besi hawa ye bre na ye be mo ne adwuma wa ya ade papa na ensem bi se ne ya na hadwene so ne nyina ye bobo ayede kohwe amanyofo ne pona no esan so mo ena ayi omani magi tumi ni so mbesisi oman no na contracted da omani omanfo ntem na abato otoma me na me nso me ba mabeboa any development na abanya ba ko ibi da so te so na ye mfi omo a ahomete ene no omo so ai mo so no say ye behwe de obesi wo so be campaign omo nto aba abusuafo ye de besi wo ajakoji nsam a wonkwanta South municipality mu ewo timantam mu na masori ma health and lifestyle aba na nsa na mepija me mu no me de happy birthday nchia sonko ma adwumawura Mr. and Mrs. Ajimai adwumawura nom Oyerepa TV Oyerepa FM Promise TV Promise FM and Abosheba Electricals na panyin a wote ye Mr. Ajimai one ne yire nyina di birthday ene 17th May yema mo happy birthday nyame ma mo nkwatenten ya ahoden wo mu na akomaso ade nyina nyame nye me de happy birthday ni bi nso efi Richmond Frimpong me producer ho o say yemfama lawyer William Kwesi a wo Dominion Chambers lawyer ye hia any legal education a wo call ne ngan so a obetumi ka no wa ba beboa lawyer happy birthday to you why nyame nhiraw na wakoma pa no fa koso a enantesa na omi bia pono emu atoto nyina emfa ema happy birthday to you lawyer William Kwesi me din de Akua Asieduaa me sorry so na ye the health and lifestyle abeto amuso Christ asumdwe enka mo nyina
TGIL, thank God it's Friday. A'uz billahi minash shaitani rajim arrahmani rahim maliki yawmiddin iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdina siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi walidallin. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ye de ready ase se enefie so wama ye hyemu ene anopai me mo nyina ache bidin e de PSC lad ye de health and lifestyle bro. Na edi ane yebeka safa ho things that make our appearance better. You say first appearance is very important. Enti said the nipa be hia wa obehu no ya na ehia pa. Enti no ma my appearance no eye better, improve your appearance. Yebeka ho asam na no ma bi so a my appearance no e touch ma no na no so ye hunu mako yenim ni nyina nti de osu nim no ya na wode abeka ye ho na bibia akoso kama de di kan no was so good grooming is very important. You can good grooming obi ko school kosua a whole course ahosiesie ankasa no ye kosua nti abre bia na ahosiesie e be ma ya appearance obi hia ya obanwu se ye ho aye fe no e dawson nti ye wose ye sesemu ebre bia na ye kama esan say weather a factor Mframa ewiemu sakraye eye factor afei ye ntade no a ye hye no etoda ntade no su ntade no sei ntade no expire ye age enso eye factor nyini a ye nyini akwada ayo appearance we se wo show panyi adolescent octogenarian ni ye nya ye keka ho no a ye nyini kono anti ni nyina e kire weather no se mo aye hye se mo aye nwuno ni nyina e kire appearance a obe show ama ye ehono. Ni edi kan no ye say e wo se nunu utrim ni ye kama so atwa sakora tinku tenkomfa ho ne shine so atwa sakora tinku fa ho e mo ti no nya dra na utiti ho a lines aba ho ti se enwi ni ho a tinku fa ho na nya kama se nwi wo ho so a se rastaman throw one stone so ye rasta no am ye se o ye rasta empempi no sabi enuanum bia eja buga bia nya rasta but opese itimi no oye ne saa on fa paso yiwanka na obu ho a on fa nko salon e ma ye nhwe ma no enti nsuo gu mansuo toto nsuo gu mu a won so de ade akekere e ba sa me pa wo chew e be bon pa enti se uti no wajai agusu a e wo se bra no ko salon na eho dandruff wo mu a yi frim dandruff timi ma utiri mu ebon sabi nkabam eho a wo mu a no yi afrimu yenunum ne ya dry mu kama de amawo na afi ase no obi wo ase na fu obe wine kama na rasta no aba ase na ye kama obi abo mesh no enso ebi etie na no nyina yi ama ohwemu a efi achichi fi nku achichi fi wo mu sabi misrameka se odi tika mu a etimi yinka obi eti bewa na enka bam eyade a emboa enti bra no ti no obe ni ye se woni adaje a ye hairstyle a ebeboa me shi bi wo ha oba 3 days na hu afu ebi a wo so adwuma wo ye no weekends na unya time ekosiesie enti hu style a wo a ebeboa wo ene so bo nti utri no ho ehia etini bi wo ha obe ye no na emu no ase na ye dry pa ebi won so ye dandruff na wa ase nti usori a no anya adaje esiesi ase no sa udi nku be fa ase udi aduro be fa ase no kama no clean ase no kama na ye ne ye ekonom ebio no nso e wo se wo hwe nku a wo destra so skin very dry wo se moisturize wo skin no moisturize so skin no dehydrated wo skin no awa ya na nye fesa e ti se de pe aba no de bia no e pe aba ama nti o se open nku a be ma skin no aye dry amount o se unya supple skin e ye motomoto kama nti se nkuto kra na o de besra ye dia ye wono no e wo Ghana ha no nkuto e ma skin no aye very 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 pa supple betimi e de bi asra hye no so se oil ahodo aye de sra no se o de bi sra na akofa wiem a o hye papa e wo se ye hunu se o de nkuto sra o de adwomo sra adwomo nhwemu kyese ma skin no fe melan prevent hyperpigmentation and so obi de fa wiem a na wanya hyperpigmentation vitamin C serum obi fa or hyperpigmentation a emboa no enso de kofa wi ma obenya hyperpigmentation nti me hye ne nso nti na wo Africa hanma o skin ho hia wa use sunscreen ana sunblock unya SPF sun protection factor 50 kura no a okay ekwa 45 30 ekwa akọ nanim na aboa na akọva skin no kama ebrebia afei so watade a ehye wo wo ya akwada wo ya panyin ede na apesa wo kire atade na ehye wo no ekire community be na wo society be mu na wo e na address sa addressing no ene so ekire yeti hei se wo kwa hemfie ya bodwa e ma ne dodo no ano nka ni kwan se wugya utiri hu sa na wo de ko nti sebie sonia se ya frɛ ho na wo kwa e wo se wo hye yi hyefedi ana Debi yemfa hyefedi enko manhia ahemfie o tata me kan na atwo yemfa bi enko ho nti o so hunu ba bi a wokọ any age a wo be 40 years a untimi ko sha tade kete a sebi wo ko transe a haye do ba bi a ni ehunu bibia ti hwe age no age bi wo kra dressing bi wo ha wo dress a emfata wo kra eno so factor ebio no nso hwe o body shape atade na very expensive ni boarding pa hwe nipa na ehye no wo kopa bi ahye no Nyankopɔn bo bia stronko no wie no se efe na eye obi wa nantuo obi ni anantuo obi anantu nti wa dress bi sabi obi na ne to soso nti wa dress bi na sabi wo so tokoto ama bi wakofa sa dress ni bi na de yi achia eguso nti esa no a emfata hyede no body no ebe mo feel comfortable atade bi wo ho no mo a wo sha bedu fie no urogu ha utibu se ya more freedom and justice and accountability for a greater tomorrow chesa atade na hye no ade na mukrom no ke bo aben pin so obi anwane ka ntimi nwane ka be ka wa made be siasi we say you are very very uncomfortable e was atade ni mo ene so factor afei na make skin no so we skin no obi for so pa say obedress ye obi for so papa so obed dress na aya kama so skin mo no hye so skin efe pass atade hye no low cost kura no a ma bright obi akotonku mi ko hu obi a watonku ane board pa so no ahe na nimu nyina ye colors e pa cho enne no ya wade nyina ho kwanye nyina ne ye enku bi wo ho a enye product bi enyo product bi emwo ko hu consultant na omwo wo health skin no na wo hunu enku ebeboa wo enne ye wo dermatologist a ebi mo eye enku hu adwuma afei ye wo wo mo amu ton cosmetics a omo ye good pa nya kwawra bia ena force wa se wo be ye kokko wo ye tuntum a wo ho ofe wo ye mulatto wo ye chocolate a wo ho ofe wo force wa afei wo color na sei wo pia obi a hwe wani mu a na yes style bi one po you may not feel comfortable in your own skin ebia na wo ho ento ana say wonya comfortable eno so ade ba ko a e wo say nyina ye hwe ebio no eni kwan say atade a amwa rumpled dress ana shirt ne de nam atade no e wo so hwe se otoso atade se otoso ma ne fe yesonko e ma wo sha atade no so o yesonko na fe yenya ye hye front open no bottom so no etoda amfom so timi ba manete enso atade bi wo ho no cleavage no nyina show nyina ba bi a wo de ko na bottom si bi wo ha wonim se watom so na e for so apese bie wan hwe ya ejeta wo nsa na honam nyina agu ho ene so wo hye front open e wo se wo hweye fi se wadress pa wo beduru ba bi no na bottom se no ba ko etia wo be ye den ene so ebe ha papa ene so e ka ho ebi onu ye nuanom ma no moku hye eye exquisite efe pa emo appearance yefe executive especially se woko office say ya na moku no hwe lens a ebeboa wo ye wo 12 ye wo inches bebrepi wo ho tintin a wo be hye no if gina wa wonu se wo muduro e counto se de wo nan gina ho counto wo nan tap no e counto nyina counto ntin ba watintin na pesa wo hye no once na ayo hey adaji any good hey adaji uja na so sa eno no dress kama ba bia wo kwa ya fra wo kono nipa mu na wo kwa ujina ho na wona ne wo so bonse fifire tew saa eno so ya de a emwa wo se wo ya hweye ye nuane mema na yemra mo so wo ho na scratch etimi apafo se na ham ntade no bi wo ho a etimi take pa wo se krama be so na ntine hange ho obitimi pam na ya asia na eme obi na no yakwa aso meto hallelujah katete apai nyame na bo ano se na wo hye dorosu ase no hye ayiwe mema sport ayiwe ase nkenyenyenyen kede ne to apakam ana apai mu epie ba afie fise ne hunya agu ho ntoma na wofura na so yeden ti atade ne bo ha mema no ya na ache o mahamu dendenden so ni bo ho sisi ya enye wa woni twa ya meka sa wo ya panyi a udina badwani mu nti udina ho na ukọ cancer ma na obi ehwe wa ham ene so enye sanso ne anuane ma ne bi mu so timi cha atade na emia na ham ene so essay appearance in public pa ene so enye afei yehwe unkempt obuwa ne nine more no ebuwa ye style uja ne samore ne na more style by todanes wa mubuwa ene so kofa asem etimi edeba e wo se osiesie wo nine more no kama e wo se ububu na ye kama na bibia ekoye ene so eye ne no ekire no enso bi wo hono mo a yesi dress ye eno ho asem ne aka no didi ye kasa ye kasa kan appearance ho communication enso communicate nsem a wudina badwa mu a wo kan no eno so enye when di ya etima yi mframa pa me pa cha wo ho na yi mframa bebre a bi wa na ano ohye pa we are all human beings biological processes ekoso ewo yemu na wo ho na yi mframa bebre a e wo se wo check wo yam ebia na wo lactose intolerance wo mpaduane bi wo IBS wo Crohn's disease wo obekọ wo se okọ evaluation ebi wo baka say normal so na edidi ko obi wo ho a wo stomach ulcer yes obi wo peptic ulcer etimi mani inframa pa ena yes o shawo dem na wo ye nya hwe but kakra bi wo no obi kasa na aba wo no obi kasa na edi akira ebe yire pa ene na yire eno no e wo se opɛ yogurt bi se bibie ni ho de a wo se opɛ yogurt bi na udi yes e wo se opɛ yogurt bi na bacteria wo yam no o replenish na foforo eba nti na si eat well sleep well ni nyina eka appearance ho you are what you eat said you sitie no de wudie ene be kire bu ahwe na nimpa wutumu se wo ya anemic wutumu se ni moja swate obu ahwe na nim ya wutumu se wo anaye aha afei so de hia pa ne se na obu o wote trotro mu a no trotro no ekoro no wote ntasuo obo so mo tike na bi agwo mo wonam abontin mu a ye ntintasuo nto hobam wonam abontin no obi o wote mi mesremeka no wayi ni minimum aka no ade ato say bam ni nyina emwa ene so enye o si ehwe ni se na abafa so atintasuo wonya tissue bi kama na ade afa wa no ho no atintasuo agum na wabobo wonya dustbin bi a na wo de atom kama eno ano no oni obia eni asem afa woni obi wa wona mo didi choba awie no wote kam no yi stick ni bi de yi yasim no enum no yi ne se wote kam a wona ne kasa no yi ko ba bia wanya hoho no yi wo public eno so enye eputu of cry eputu nipa of enye ema respect ekofom pa we mu ene ensam kakra e wo se ye de ba ebi ono so yenyi yi ahwenem ewo badwam obu ane ne etimi ka ho etimi yi habit we are no yi hwenem saa ebi aka me kasa wo na me yi me hwenem saa ene so eya na emwa kra na ade ba akon so ene se wonam badwam na fifire tew pa wia yi se fifire de wo se ete ba nya jogging na akọ enye aerobic exercise na wo ye na fifire tew se ya na wonam kromu a e wo se wonya hanki bi na ya wo double face ti wonama wo tissue kakra na shobutom ebi wo kasa kakra bo nse ntasuo abehyehe wo kona wano kona ha na wo de adabo kama sa no market nkiti we nyina no eputu nipa off na menka ne etwa to okra brofo yi eye obi kasa ene akofa obi wo a a first appearance ebi ameka se uko date obi ono oba bi kokasa afeni wo kohunu wo nhia ne da uduru ho anu start keka brofo with grammatical errors se nyame ampata na nipa na oye oba no so what brofo chen ana nipa na ye bema na what brofo chen wa se nya odopa na nyankopon na asoma ne se omra mefa wa kasa yiye didiye dressiye kasa ka ho kasa no mu na me kire no se wo kasa pesa wo kire ne sa wo te brofo and so grammatical errors wom wo pesa wo show ne sa wo te brofo pa na sa de ni wo mu a eno so yehwe ni ye pa eputu nipa of apart from appearance na wa dress ekono ohun sa bi ukura afei wo bi wo ho a se bi nyon ku na bo hia dondo ni shoe yi wate amana pama ma ese sweet bar no shoe no at wate amana pama ma na ese sweet bar no wo bi ahyade e fe ne fa ko no nipa yo me obi wa pepenti at ate amana pama yes awie shoe aye ho aye se banchi akrakro e ba cho shine shoe kama na dress kama socks so kama shoe bi wo ho so awde agu ho saama won hatam ebi ho mu afo nso to nso abona de kya no asan de ahye owura na de pampa aba ba bia wo kɔ no eno so factor kire said ye wusi etie wenim nyina aka bomu a ye nkrofo na de wo mo adwenkyira ba ya keka bomu ye de amaye na san kai say ye mma no ye nkyira mo se plug ade ba ho da no akwada bi fa dadoa so ko plug ade ko plug no phone da ho obi ni mo bi kire enkwada na etie bi omunim light ho hwe nti o se hya ase na de hye won masesisi a na da achi bi na ankofa oyone amre na no akwada bi fa charger hye nanum charger no wo de hye nanum ma woto ananam won siedo eno marketing bi e wo fie betimi adi awu apanye wonim no yen hya ase nkyere yema wo saa de we mu nyina hye no so emfa detergent parazone ade ensisi ba bi akwada ebeduru na ankofa brichi amro ye de besi ha ne ye change over ai na Kwesi Park abe take over or the mo cross over ene eye Friday ye da mu nyina mo ase ene eye obi ni birthday hwan ni birthday we do birthday ye ma wo so birthday baby a wo bia onyankopon twedi ampon won hraw na on bless so papa ewo de wo ye bia mu nyankopon bo amande ye be hia happy birthday to heavenly Ifa Omari. Happy birthday, heavenly. Ifa Omari, we free on grandpa. Pastor Brenya awo New York ho. Happy birthday, heavenly. Ifa Omari, we free grandpa. Pastor Brenya awo New York. Ya baraka, ya gajamala la kwena mi akata tanye fijam. Yi wala don ti posi yezo ti posi yamfa. Ti posi pam obrigado senda tunde aisa buwarisi. Openo mochumi. Mungode, yeman where die pan. Big up, still fi all me hydrant them in the whole Ghana. Mungode, yedamwase, encantadios, adios.
TV. A station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV.
For Yama Obibia Kwabebium at about Oyerepa TV so you do a OBT agenda, and you know that somewhere last week and the Electoral Commission started the limited registration exercise. I think and there I mean about the 8 or so I just say now in some degree about Electoral Commission on my press conference I raised concerns especially about a guarantee system now it become double registration yadi. And on the pay the director of electoral services or electoral commission Dr. Sribo Kweku, my very own. Can I now Ashanti regional boss say I'm not dumb. I be PM headquarters actually say a band of electoral services there or no and the shall be a Akwa. Doc, I don't pay my kwaba.
Yeah,
na we have a code here.
About another one when I'm Jesus also on
Yamiadum, yes, oh, Gatranka, say, would me share a band of your insight, is a Bibia Koya come. Now, Doc, I mean, you monitor processor, the reporters call around monitor processor, monitor processor. From your angle, processor, how has it been so far? A
the mechanic said the first 2 days, in your challenges with the internet connectivity.
Okay.
And the answer the 3rd day or the 4th day, America said, Omonko offline. But subsequently, maybe a course come. Even first day, when I say Uncle 2023, reset 12,000. And so this year, 2024, first day, reset 17,000.
17,000.
2028, 12,000. So to me, say Uncle Ye Crampono. We are better than 2022 so far. No, the like I say, I'm under Oma. And is all the challenges in Kenya and Yefuquem. The young say, as at Monday, that is the first week, there's a 302,000 plus.
302,000 plus.
When we are targeting 623, so we are almost
covering half.
Yes.
All right. I see. Now, it's CDD4 on my own assessment. Now, we say, they feel, say, commissioner. 1 year a bit prepared for this exercise because of online and offline issues here. Identity and munya sa challenges.
The thing is, so we should phone.
Me too, pa.
And not say me afraid or be me yal landing Tanapemisa can also numerous phones. So we don't control the internet connectivity. And now a huge data move simultaneously.
Okay.
The best and I'm saying I load now and we needed to continue to upgrade until my sister. You prepared, but internet connectivity and now but you cannot control.
Because political parties don't raise concerns about say more the internet service in the just one company, about you could have source from other companies as well.
The thing is in my offices, they are on the ground.
Okay.
So be who connectivity a strong one.
Okay.
You cannot just give say because maybe I fear Moses I wouldn't want to advert for them, but only one network number one.
And a strong one.
Say if I want to do Zuma on Nkwa.
Okay.
And because I mean double the network and why you waste.
Okay.
Because the reliable one and the other one they're on the what do they engagement that. In the amount all 268 officers in say identify network boy and they all
identify one network. One network.
Exactly.
I see.
So we had no choice but to
use that network. Yes. The offline online of community for so many years. When you say online for double registration, send the be quickly.
Correct.
What is the guarantee? Say offline says here. Register me,
the thing is we they can online the double registration is out.
Of course.
Now about offline and only because of the offline and link to the database. The man online who say we do start to na link to the database.
Yeah, true. Say
yes, na you phone be aba one who say we na to one. but we no network online, offline, they are near network.
Okay.
And then no by recession we are. Then maybe at the close of the day, no upload. Who upload into a system now? Obia watching the offline beyond the system will match it against the 17 plus million our database no more.
Okay.
And if do duplication. To my system by no watch as a said I was at back on and now select double now.
Register double no.
I know about some of your education of a multiple list.
I guarantee say even though you're offline, there is no way we will register me no and a database.
Udimba bim to quarantine you. And then about first one class I northern void. Tis a wood in 2020 and 2023 within whom. When you actually become now you to abandon you at Asinchai. In the world database, but say a quarantine. So you are inactive, therefore you cannot even vote. To be aware multiple station beyond what that's how the system works. You are quarantined. In the Ukor centers in a year's exhibition election now, there were race of multiple lists.
Okay.
There are people the system has flagged that they have done multiple stations. In it, you know, bones Ontario and no fingerprint out the year. First one polling station time not in a bachelor war. Then the next one to be quiet by 5 but Nina be show when we say you have done more than one region.
It's uncle for them
normally we have to prosecute them, but some of them are in prison.
Oh, you be in prison
in 2020, yes.
Pay your data, never do celebrating with you or more. Pay your mortgage about data.
Because you know, last one I said on it was about. It was around 5,000 or so.
5,000.
Oh, the first one number.
Nipa 5,000 double registration.
A book I don't want.
Is it just around 5,000, baby? I see. Because because the political parties are raising concern. I mentioned the names NDC. We raising concern. They say, almost decommissioning with this offline thing. Because in the event is a movie how do you respond to that?
Party the party is not being fair to us.
Okay.
Because you identify suspected multiple from we are. You what we call adjudication committee. The time we are MPP they are members of the committee.
It's MPP and this adjudication committee.
2023 me chair. And I wouldn't want to put their names here.
Oh, I mean, it's only fair to put their names there.
Individuals. Individuals, no. Okay. But party, no, MPP, and NDC, they were there.
No, can't be.
Yes.
I
was say, Dr. Computer represented NDC on the education committee.
Oh, Dr. Computer represented NDC on the.
So, and Obaya, the listen, on one listen be. A partial listen will be and on one counter. To every decision we took, no, he was part of the decision.
I see. So it is not possible, say, movie and meeting for bidding our bishop.
And I'm saying, we am now, apart from education, no, they printed multiple register, near the polling stations. In the Debisham, so who say now, the Debisham say, you can come and on the multiple list, Biano, Biana would do no. A Taria share for the individual decision, more, including your fingerprint, date and time, polling station, be show. Sure, so this I say now, who does what you didn't want? And you do about 2 or 3 times, and they indicate here, you can challenge it. And the reason why we exhibit multiple lists is that it gives you the opportunity to go and object your name on the multiple list. Because as long as you are there, you are not active on the main register. In the end, if you teach yourself, you can. And at the education committee, we provide date and time and back on the side with the pictures. It is a fake. The transparency is there. So
okay, I see. Now, from your press conferences last week, and you're worried and concerned about mindless political parties in the register. Why is the concern?
What's a political party?
Of course.
That's the
complaint that you are making. Say,
yes.
Okay.
Now, do you believe it or you don't?
Oh, me you gonna 40.
My videos, baby. Those we suspect to be minus are Mudi Cum. And the Miriam Senamo.
Okay.
Now, was Wabo. I don't want to mention the location. Jesus for and I say primary for. Omudi lemon about my buy no day before Cotam say, who never know your ideas. I'm not Cotam.
I have video.
The picture no.
Okay.
And the man, this is now is here no. And this is about who can never find free.
Oh, I see.
So I will give you the picture. No, mama, this officer no number, so you can call to verify. I say I could read here. Who can you that's new? But no credit. Who can what that's here?
In some register minus.
Oh,
what is the impact? Then I'm we are found to stop that.
I don't know. There's another video. Papa be claiming say 2020. Then number 2. Back on 12 years. Back on 4
new
years.
job and they make us a video.
Good.
And no blame some money there because commission can catch them say the banning the 18 into money the free register. Money yes idea.
Yes, simple and that's how.
But that's what happened.
Because yes, all do anoka kan. In the first place, Obama boom raso. So or say no. That's the first thing. 2. Odu kan here no. You have to go during the exhibition time. Maybe need to be some you be there from so waka. The law doesn't support it.
Why appoint the commission? The district officer.
The law doesn't support it. Law on say there could be a demand here jumo. As if it will be unqualified exhibition time call go and object to the name. You appear before a judge. And send a judge in order. Do the chairperson going to be to be so go free. You can't do that. The law doesn't support it.
I see.
I say obi wouldn't so be non-qualifier. So say we were only 18 years. On your game whatever. You go do the exhibition. Now you fill a form. Say, I am, and you yourself should be somebody who qualified to register. You should be 18 years and be a Ghanaian. Now I fill a form, so you object to the name. Then you appear before the district station review officer, who's the judge, and now give your facts why you think that the person should not be in the register. Yes, may have come. The next time, Parker, so you don't qualify to be the youth in film. It's not done that way.
It's not done that way.
Yes, you have to go to the
legal way.
Let me see. The can find a banana the same because 1, Obanadi over some
true.
2, no, you're 18 years.
You're 18 years.
3, yeah, coach who say Bakuno guarantee man. One of them claim say, "Oh, yeah, mommy." Another one claim say, "Oh, yeah, no, fast." We have all the records. We are going after those people too.
Oh, you are going after those people?
Oh, yes, we are going after them.
No, or guarantee say no offer. And a man.
No, David, Papa man will say the ban on your 18. And also go to that when you're 18. In Taprano, I answer. The one who is claiming to be mother, we don't want to conclude, but on the phone, say, oh, yeah, so we want to know whether it's actually the man and a guarantee here, and that will be on paying same person here. There was another person, one man, one woman, the man who claims so an offer. So we'll get all this, the records are there. We will arrest all of them. Say, arrest whom we are. Now the boy that's another one. So apart from
double because no cocker register, not quite double registration, and then the confessing we have. This is all not accusing you. Yeah, we are rather coming at them with the law. Never should do for. Wow. It's in the question was me minus now the political parties here who some register me. Then a commission here to prevent that. But me see no point. More to me see no. The thing is me too me name the and a park harbor. Was 18 years. Me again and you know me no aba. I'm not feel from say a guarantee. Let us consider let us communicate to my. And nothing you can say. Nke enkoni enough for use Ghana card. Say Ghana card there. We age also, or nationality also. To know a bit me, I'm here reduce all this in a part of some company. It mean no, I'm 200 over 2 dinner. Can I look at you in the face in the maritime age? So how do you blame the electoral commission? It's only will be a no. And no, Papa said no. Or challenge you because we are 18 years and we are having so far almost 4,000 challenges. 4,000 challenges. Yes. So 4,000 challenges. Wow. Then the committee will sit on it to determine the case. Exactly. That's the only thing the committee can do. Because if chaos is not taken now to one house, you're gonna need commissioner, we're gonna need the party to come out to say, it wanna party with nobody it's only gonna need when you're 18, we see the bar, see. And once you don't have any evidence, you cannot stop the person. It's the Ghana card the reference document there. Ghana card no we Ghana near we have card and the foreigners is there. Of course. And now date of birth also. And so be bar because some of this now say guarantee system man so if you are going through the procedure now not by your Ghana card now I'm not saying say full proof
but at least they be reduce
the numbers.
Exactly.
It is a no say if they are minors on the register, you have blame them political parties.
In the meantime,
no, I mean by extension, because only kicky against them. The reference of the Ghana
card. If a Ghana card there, yes. It's if reference Ghana card there. And the two basically Omukwane a basso Munuko.
Omukwane basso
Munuko. Party for now.
It's say
now what is your interest to go and pick somebody?
Of course, I've seen.
And you know Mukundo no. Video name, but that's what I mean. We see we are confirmed, we are confirmed, and won't talk about. So if I'm saying something confirmed, they themselves are saying the entry mucho Omukundo.
But Mbanama who can say be basing for registration centers. Mbanama who can get the law number.
There's no law about that.
Okay.
But the law is that if you facilitate, will be on qualifier. And when you ask them.
Okay.
For example, me mako makurase. Mako hu minyan manasa mo fase for be 5 omugo. Omu qualify. Now my forms of me from me no call office mako raise ma. Boni bien once they qualify.
Okay.
And so on qualified there. And a party for the no. Well, the reason why I don't support party for the but at attention because party A the go for be 10 abegua. Party B for me release suspicion. Anything we don't support the party for no bass woman.
Okay.
Because MP for the bar and it's become awesome. And it's the bar MP for become awesome. So what happens in some places who come no. Once the Muslim Sabas with this party in Pono, the other side will challenge you now. And then I know with the times they will challenge them. How can someone because now I could do something for come and proof.
As we need evidence to prove it. Let's say and committee not solve this problem by getting the registration center to close up to the people. It's going to be a bus to be in Yambe because maybe me fire so West Wogon. Say it assuming say Oduayo also West Wogon. Please.
I think mama
but assuming say
okay, closer like what?
Hey, so closer say be you were here na ke bia AICC na ke see na itimi akone ananti na akwa but I mean some people have to travel quite some distance and some going to
voting now in polling stations some people still have to go by transport. So no matter how close you will be when you will be still over no matter how close you will be. And the two, let us understand say we are limited registration. So limited registration now, because first of all, is 1 million, assuming.
Yeah.
Now 1 million. Now the 21 days multiplied by 40,000. You know, some centers, but maybe 20% of centers can be 0. Because some of the rural areas, when you become you're 18. Almost them are there in school or they have migrated.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what are you going to do?
You don't go for core, you're wasting resources.
But they say you're
buying Sika, you're Ghana Sika.
Oh, the government, I'm not, I mean, can't say but to go and waste with time when you don't have anybody to register. No, okay. Who can say for magistrate to have 21 days? No one in Pakistan will you be happy? Now, yeah, no. I mean, it's Ghana for what you also understand that it has never happened. Say, I had limited registration at polling station because
it's never happened
at all
since 92.
Okay, maybe join the commission 95.
Who joined the commission 95?
And then the two no. Say, I know that register was compiled in 87, 88,
okay.
And then the two number and the two and the 95. Okay. Then I was part of the
95. Since 95, no. There has never been a registration. Limited registration. Yes. At polling stations.
General 1 year and first one in 95 I'm kind of 2004, 2012, 2020 they were done at the polling stations. Any other limited one it has never happened.
It's never happened before.
So that's one number could go when you don't when you can wear it.
Wow, you start.
The unlimited next the partner to me I close. Where I can last one a year, you know. Some district
is it assembly for the assembly one?
2020.
Okay, 2020, okay.
Some district I'm gonna say less than 1,000.
Much less than
1,000 to spread it across the number of princesses who's the person going on war.
The bed is waste.
Anyway, so no. We should not say things that you know the district capitals. You identify 785 polling stations.
785
polling stations. I say difficult to access areas.
Okay.
They are part.
Okay.
And 25 universities. We are covering more than 1,000 receiving centers. So don't think that only the
district officers.
It be more identified as difficult to access piano because of any 785.
I see. Now, what come guarantors, which is a worry to you? So far, more statistics to show say Niparado send a bois for facilitating on go forth through the guarantors.
It was statistics for 2020. It was statistics for 2023. The database has been built this time. Say we say what about guarantee piano record is captured. And to this time, what we've done, who guarantee from 10, it will not allow you to go beyond the 10.
Oh, it will not allow you, because I was going to ask you, say, what system meeting me a check? He said, me, hey, let me call rage, let me call guarantee for more than even 10 people.
The 2020 and 2023, they upgrade the software.
Okay.
But this time, so we learn from our this 2024. You can, if one guarantee for more than 10 earlier, first one do not allow you.
It will not allow you.
So why you be that until unallow?
It is uncle for no. If their name pops, I don't know the
I don't know. The commission is contemplating procedure. Don't trust. I'm here watching.
Almost half of the population.
Different does. Then am I here? There are many.
I see.
There are many, but we have all the records. Who say now? You're bold. Remember number of people you have guaranteed.
Oh, okay. So it's quite a worry. You know, I'm sure that any next registration, are you facilitating only Ghana identification card for national identification card for the ADIM come what you see say, and because the real challenge was that.
So who follow 2020?
That's the real challenge.
Who followed last 2022 to now? Both of us were having a lot of meetings with them.
Of course, your data be craft from office.
Exactly. But we are hoping say after this year and there. By the time we could do 2028, then we are enough data for us to do that. Because that's the only solution. Other than that, they bombard the BR. Because what do Bama mean you did was union and that answer.
But it was a for Dr. Shibokoku and the Casa. In just about 10 minutes, we are going to wrap up this conversation now. But over the weekend, I'm sure someone will watch it about videos in the What? So, then what?
Martin said
from the commission.
Martin said. Or say 2020,
right?
But according to 2023, or some kind of go for advice and say, either say about for inclusion or about new registration. Now, what based on law, the law said the moment you go to the biometrics, you have already registered.
Or saying the biometrics is failing.
No, I'm saying, or card. If you are biometric failure, what do you mean? Because the biometric failure you are only card. So once you have gotten the voter ID card, means that the system knows you. So what do you do rather than say, if you are biometric, you will do an exhibition. Exhibition time you inclusions.
Okay.
So maybe if your name is missing, they can bring it back. And I said there were errors about you. Parker was wrongly spelled, your age was wrongly spelled. We do that correction for you. And exhibition time soon a year exclusion, elimination. So be man when you're Ghanaian or you're underage will be a free man, no ability. So he should have used that advantage of the exhibition to correct the anomaly in our council. He shouldn't have gone there to register again.
He should have gone there to register again.
No. Because we are known by the system. So your system will make it multiple and what and from grab.
Because we are told again by him, say, though not occur 2020 no. Nani dini krata no so register no so. However, man requirement vote is it right per your law?
No, because we engage
Okay.
If your name was not on the register, you cannot vote.
But
because card.
You have the ID card.
You need to be biometrically verified. And you can only be biometrically verified when your name is on the register. Because we need to scan your barcode. And the barcode can only be scanned from the register. So within the register now, you don't have barcode, QR code. And only QR code that means that you cannot be scanned. It's only when you scan the person's QR code and then picture will pop up and start identifying. Right? So if you don't have, your name is not on the register, you don't have QR code. You cannot be scanned. You cannot be verified.
It's more officers no more on now. I'm sure the dean or because now the dean.
We are investigating. Because for us to be sitting here, I don't believe the officer base because officer base inside to me is over man.
Also, you
can't sit there and be put two people's name on the list.
Because if you are in the human face or card,
you talk of law. The man here, the man yes, to an hour the national system. So it is the person's name on the race, and I'm generating a QR code and suddenly are scanning. So you cannot be there and be putting people's name on the race.
If indeed he said Richard, I have banana DNA registered in 2020 in October, he has committed an offense.
Oh, the I don't want us to make conclusions.
No, and of course, but we are making, hypotheses. Say if indeed, so then the name,
the process. Say, if your name, say if officer no come man so I will say, is it you say, you cannot, if it is true, you cannot fault Richard, because for example, by so you are within my say be yamon. Who now I don't know what they are. And I also want to vote. The vote me does that will allow you to. I will say my mentor. Say no crime party. I ain't go for na mistake.
I see.
Yeah, I will get my point.
No, I get your point.
Yes, because on no to go to about ain't clear no. And my so one more didn't know. That's what we used to do before biometric.
Okay.
And they go and wait to me that she money I am. But biometric by they say the person should be verified. Then my call now officer sent to one more didn't say who am I to say is a correct. But them say we are investigating the issue. We'll get to the root of it before we can begin to put a blame on anybody.
I see. Now, finally on this, I remember a few issues be about quickly now. You're wrap up. So, NDC for almost some pay Syria numbers of the BV house. What's some farm?
Yes,
but almost say they have found a way of getting it. Are you worried?
I don't believe it.
Oh, I'm
saying they have found a way of getting it. They have it. I don't believe.
When Jim is only
a question. Maybe a question. Is there a phone a cry away? Because of Syria on the phone, Madame.
Of course, let me find out.
I didn't.
You're saying, Madam, look up here.
So, who individual in Bolon family? The national one, no information.
They say they are interested party in the election. Yes. They almost the number of people for transparency's sake, almost the number of people are registered on this particular device.
Which device? So, have you ever heard say yes, this is a biometric? Yeah, the serial numbers are amount of form. And then see the other side say the Okanuka doesn't work. With you. If you offer register now, the register does not say there machine where they say no register packer. Machine when they expect quick. Doesn't machine in casa. So the machine will print for you the number of people who have been registered. It doesn't link them to individual machines. So if that's the argument and doesn't hold. Two, before registration, on a daily basis, the amount start of the report.
Okay.
The amount end of the report. End of the report, no. Amount say, and a year 15 free. They started registration at this time. Parker was the first person. The registration was at this time, or male, female, the age, time registration. Amount said details until year 21 days. So me ketim we want. When I put my 21 day end of the report now, I've gotten the register for the limited register. And what else are we looking for? But that meaning, and they don't talk about serial numbers of the, devices. No. Until the more how can you can't link it? You can't.
You can't link it.
Exactly. You can't link it.
They are just bluffing. They are because of when Jim is but so too quick one area.
The reason because there are a lot of issues I don't want to put in the media. So there'll be super far another way of going against it. But the music, I don't believe it.
You don't believe so many now. I don't
believe it.
Oh my dog. No word just so. And bribery case that they are the buyer. What's the update on that?
Bribery power.
Alleged. Oh, Professor Kingsley Yankuma go for envelope PSA.
Police before
it was the update on that matter.
I don't like the conclusion of man. Police for investigate. Who is before investigating? Let them come out with their conclusions say bribe before he says a bribery.
But your one statement, and we see the yes account for go to lunch. Oh, one we see no issue. Commission is
and Dubai. Now most can go to lunch my bribe. Tell them say young train if OSP before the police can say a bribe, then we say it was bribe. By minute the entry can say a bribe. Then say them say why are we asking people to investigate? If you have the conclusion, there's anything amount will bring there. Because we don't know the reason, they say amount for investigating. So if the OSP comes and they are able to indict the people, say, then we can be talking about that.
I see. So the amount of status of progress beyond this matter.
There was some investigation a moment time.
Now, finally, for me, there's a big conversation about this here about, in fact, since 2020, it's become a very topical issue. Imani Ghana, Franklin Kojo has been raising this matter for a long time. Why accuse him of more electoral commission, Bapayo, a section of Ghanaian populace, Ghana for taxes. You have denied them representation in parliament. What's the money I show you?
Sorry, someone can.
Because Santovia Bafo lobby.
To start with, local government act na yesu no. We say an assemblyman or an MP is an assemblyman. An assemblyman cannot belong to two districts.
True.
Good.
True. I'm trying to manage it.
Good. Now, Santa Kufufuo no, omo a part of Jasikan. If you Oba district is Jasikan, Oba constituency is Buim to the same place. And on the 9th of November, less than 1 month to election, you created the city Maomo. So now we have two districts. One district and Jasikan district.
Okay.
But constituency, no, there were only one, Buim. And now, one constituency cannot fall within two districts. Correct. So, because I'm going to abandon at that time now, you can create a constituency now. Now, are they voting for Buim or they are voting for one? Two, if you want to establish a constituency here, also would see I call parliament. In the time na commission the commission was communicated to on the 10th of November. And the commission actually come Attorney General said we want to create a constituency here. One. Now you have to come out with a draft. You never draft it. You come Attorney General. Attorney General I put in shape in the legal way. And sana yakoshia subsidiary committee. And sana we are parliament. In that time now on the 9th now parliament passed and that didn't answer no more recess. And even at that time all the and they did not come till the election was over. So when so sitting here, I believe the parliament then said there was no way we could have created the constituency for them to vote. Because which parliament are you going to lay the CI
for 21 days?
21 days, no. And the particularly be say in the hands that Attorney General am I warning?
Yeah, of course. Good. And
the question is, hands that Brenner on my warning? Is it the hands the parliament now before we were in Omokiti one district, no? And I said after when they came back from recess now,
because you see, if you look at a publication from Ghana Web on the 15th of November, 2023.
That time the parliament was on recess. The parliament were recess on the 9th of November.
On the 9th of November.
Is it 2020?
We are 2023. Okay. But I'm quoting what the Attorney General said at the time. Was saying, in my view, the decision of the Electoral Commission to prevent people from voting in Buem constituency for a member of parliament was not constitutionally sound. When Attorney General they can say it's not constitutional sound for no kind. But what about Buem? It's more than a constitutionally not constitutionally sound.
And tell me some questions. Now we have Jasikan district, which is different from Guan district.
Just as Guan district.
No, the Guan district was created on the 9th when we command. Before Batuaba, no, you created Guan district. See, the district was created on the 9th of November.
But I'm for an instrument in our parliament.
From our parliament, the press here. Who is statement? It's in the statement. Say it was created by parliament on the 9th of November. Guan district was created by parliament on the 9th of November.
I see.
It was created 9th of November now. Are we overlooking it? Or we should take that into consideration.
But in December 1, according to report, I mean, Mr. Tete Eshomo said we'll be voting in the December 7 election. In general, that was quite misleading on the part of the commission, which of course Mr. Tete is a deputy commissioner.
As I want to, as issue by, we do a legal consultation in what I say. So, Abba, until a year later, so we need to judge. So the question I make is two issues, critical issues that we should answer. So first one is so more to Abanama Buema. So just can people voting for one district people voting for Jessican MP. That's what it means. Because the person is an MP for Jessican.
Okay.
So the MP for Buem
by Jessican district. Okay.
So it means that they are voting for somebody who will not be the MP because he cannot be MP for one. You get my point. Because there's a different it is so we are not so challenge elections of can say. So for them I lost at Jessica. Now I come and tell you say one from Tuabano. They were eligible to vote. Yes, because they are not part of our district. What will be the and the two law constitution such as when the electoral commission creates a constituency, it will come into effect after the resolution of the existing parliament. True. Yeah, of course. And the criteria, no one to about that time now. If you are going to create in January, it will come to effect after the resolution of the existing parliament, which will be 2025. Yeah. Where are you? So these are. The EC cannot be blamed. And then cannot. We rather blame parliament and as a local government ministry. The one person they blame the court. Oh, some means some they created. So when they were creating, they knew they will not be part of that lesson. What about that? Okay. When they were creating, because we looking at this, because if you create because you need at least 21 sitting days. When you have 21 days, because that's a talk about the parliament, they should break on campaign. So pass it that they don't pass it down on recess on the 9th of November. And you needed 21 sitting days. When you sitting days, if you put into prayer, it will be about 1 month. Yeah, that's true, 1 month. What is it? I'm sitting. I mean, parliament in the local events. Because the modern news it was not possible that those people will be because who create you have to go through the process before and it's about so that you are creating constituency in a way. No, you have to go through the legal processes. So automatically. But now go for because of the assurances you gave them, commission them on December 1. They feel betrayed. Because assurance. But you sit down, I'm telling them now the legal implication. Okay. Until you assurance that time now, now, for what because and they are cano. Why should the legal implication? What is it? Even Supreme Court Quampo, Ediasama, Omina attempts Winam. So at any point in time, you need people to be giving information, evaluating the decisions. And for us, if we say constitutional and legal in a because one, if you had allowed them to vote, it would have meant say one constituent, one district, and Jessica's district have voted for one MP. So is he going to be an MP for one district and Jessica district? That's the question we should ask ourselves. I see. No, that's so. No, Matiwase, and of course the law won't be MP for two districts. Into Matiwase. Look, medasi on the pen. I hear the finally, dog. One critical issue. Momat commissioners, the same Momat yet. First day, when you error with your mathematics, simple arithmetic. Second day, third day, when you error, 2020, there were similar mistakes. It's a one for say, easy for. Yeah, you say I am for so we apologize, but we should also have this. Why exams? 100 questions. No team back one. Now you focus on one question, 99% the real. That is the situation we are in. But this is a life or death matter. It's an election. And these figures, let me tell you. Take it from me. All these figures we are channeling out in your provisional figures. Provisional figures. Okay. You may be wrong. They may change. No, it means mistakes. Sorry, say mistake. No, of course. But the other main your provisional figures. They may change. Okay. Then let me explain. They may change in a sense. Yeah, online, which goes straight into the database, and they're offline, later number upload. Right. And to say all the data no are uploaded, no figure be remember provisional. Yeah, provisional. We are recession here, end of life na picking area na it is still provisional and say na exhibition the exhibition we are exhibiting the provisional register so still provisional.
Okay.
If we have a judge certify who to be included, who to be excluded, who to correction and the answer by final register. So it is after exhibition maybe final
register. Okay.
So all the figures,
the numbers can decrease
or increase.
Of course.
Until we are sorry say and the mistake on the man so by and say road the channel there from here no do for to traffic and one for the sign.
Okay.
But you upload the figures the man but no infograph no.
Okay.
Copy and paste we when computer makra. So one district figure no or we repeat it twice. So once copy and paste.
Okay.
9,000, 3,000, 9,000, 9,000.
9,000.
But 2,000 no are affected.
I see.
But you to me say we should have been what do we call it?
More diligent.
More diligent than them. And
you bet me share boss you quote 24 election is arithmetic errors the NC.
A bomb price be do sir.
They go down for so mo NC.
A bomb price do sir. Yeah bomb din baby but me nipa.
We nipa.
Yes.
You can get it wrong.
To be corrected. But
you know the what is at stake in this election. You can't afford this obey mistake.
Yeah, boom pass ANC. A boom pass baby be as ANC. But still nipa.
Still we nipa.
Nyankopon kwa na nyam from so. A boom pass ANC. E be everything that be my ANC. But the very day I can say you mistake the pen and Nyankopon.
I see. Doc, but that's the director of electoral services. Doc, who could the family share a camera with any parents, and especially a moment 18, no, I'm some register, and no one can
say, also again, when you feel what we, why you the ho, and now baby, this is to answer my corresa. Who was the enemy now? Who do we move for and coach Rodi? Also, we are guarantor, now guarantee will be only no, who boom naso. I'm not going to bet you already. Ako, the foot on say, show who ye. It was to be a dinner a coffee from 4 particular food income. And young marble, you are to tour, and yes, a country, and more behind them because I didn't know. Ghana for your dear could do baby and we say, about to us. To me, as an animal, Nasabi, Mugu, Ghana for the animals, and Temkobo Mawa, I didn't know. Doc,
Mr. Medasi and papers. Also, that's the Dr. Shrebo, Director of Electoral Services, Edma, the Ghana Electoral Commission, within the Kwesi Parker Wilson. All right, this is your election field. Anything about election, from registration to exhibition to voting. The patrol, the also or your TV your election field. You better track you all the way. In the campaign from next month, Aircall will be tracking a campaign show no, from both sides. Alan, the NPP and the NDC and all across board. Right here on Oyerepa TV, your election field. I said, Mote, Dr. Shrebo Kwekuno, registration no enyam babo, enye gidi, or say omomundi 18, omudin, our register no soa, blame political parties, MPP and NDC, omwa neye, enyo bia neye, iti MPP and NDC ano pay, munjai, some more register minus omundi 18 and cry in the 18 and of course yachiwa what's akana wundi 18 akwa register say chiwa and man no bedi send ye say now then again ebano arithmetic errors na osom ye nipa se dem from so ye so nje edenya figures ni be abedane ya yem fanche omo na go pon kwa na nya mistake. Now, electoral commission had a mistake. It's some mistake now. The question is, in an election where 2024, looking at any for Nibra Bre, and before Nibra Bre, Ala Nibra Bre no, easy or sal luxury no to make that mistake. Well, yeah, answer that question no. Oh, ye fie. We are wrapping up this morning. Because for now, me kwedi me bon kaya say St. Thomas Eye Hospital. Boye ama yenina tesi so yenina yehu ade yie no. Ni nyina aye kama. In fact, I'm working tema. They've been in the system for over 14 years. Omo PM ewo Kumasi Ashanti region. In fact, Kumasi omo ahojo. We call a year a Champoma Towesa. A ho and I'm omni Absa Bang and a year opposite. Into Bomodian so be call ahojo. Now we be sa a Champoma Towers. O kwaka so pe St. Thomas Eye Hospital. Omo sure amo weni nyina aye kama. Omo abe from fidie when it comes to glaucoma, retina, cosmetic squint. Bibi a chese sade be awunhu ade we chira awunhu ntime nkan ni nyina no me pa cho ni problem. Wo kwa omo all the technologies abe from fidie a omo show ama woni ni nyina aye kama. Omo adwuma from Mondays to Fridays, fat 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. 4:30 p.m. and omo pon 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and omo pon Saturdays we no ka say omo ba no pa 8:30 a.m. no omo pon 2 p.m. From want to pay on 0537 211 531 0537 211 531 and 0537 179426 0537 179426. On my hotline numbers, these are numbers are Utatu mana partner them. 0538 377 521 0538 377 521 and 0246 866 580 0246 866 580. It's a bombardier sound of paper call St. Thomas Eye Hospital. Now, we need problem there was to be no or must solve it at the amount. Me queria me bon kai say Kojak for pro code no other so our system num. It was for utia we are when you kata when you code kakra mesre. So befa a year pro code na pro code monshano to say if we Kojak o kwota kasa open if you Kojak no. Ube be ato e wo drugstore be e ben obi a open a do 2 na wakwakotonwa o call o kanchi dragging in Accra o men kama e dia mouth na from on pay on 0302 678999 0302 678999. It was for and I'm day and the of course I have been here with my very own the evergreen the Kwesi the chassis 630 and they're fighting to know the C9 o'clock pepe na Japan MFK the secondary virgin I ready actually say or the entertainment bremo another pay. It was a 4 I'm Duma. The team will come your way again.